In today's online business building tip, you're going to learn the top 6 online traffic platforms. Master traffic and your success online is inevitable. I consider the internet's top 6 online traffic platforms the main course of online traffic. There are a lot of other traffic platforms and resources, but I consider those essentially an appetizer. They are not the main course like what I'm going to show you today. These top 6 have over 90% of the internet's users, and the first one in no particular order is Facebook. Facebook is considered an online pay-per-click platform. And just so you know, once we go through all these top 6, I'm going to actually give you a plan of action, how to master each one of these, and some really good tips on making sure that your advertising sticks. You don't get banned, you don't get your advertising shut down or disapproved, because that happens a lot with people that are getting started online and want to buy traffic. It's very frustrating for them, but I'll show you how to get past all that. The next traffic source, again, in no particular order, is Twitter. Twitter has a lot of new ways to get traffic over to your content, to your website. And Twitter is also considered, like Facebook, a pay-per-click platform. Each of the pay-per-click platforms have their own difficulties and idiosyncrasies. So I'm not going to suggest that one is better than the other. They are all the top, and I will always suggest to take one of them and master it. Next is Bing. Bing is considered an online pay-per-click platform, very similar to Google AdWords, but you'll notice Google AdWords does not exist in my top 6. And the reason for that is Google has just been terrible with their online advertisers. Unless you're spending $1 million plus a month, they really don't want you on their platform, and they'll do everything to block your ads and cause problems for you. So Google did not make it into my top 6. However, shortly I will show you where you can fit Google in and pair it up with one of the traffic sources we'll be talking about in just a few minutes. Next is YouTube. I really like YouTube because it can be both a free traffic source. It can also be a paid traffic source. You literally could buy traffic from any of the previous top 6 here, Facebook, Twitter, or Bing, and buy traffic from any one of those platforms over to your YouTube video. Very powerful. And also, like I said, even though Google AdWords or Google's pay-per-click platform didn't make it to my list, Google AdWords for video is very, very powerful and very useful. So you can take YouTube, couple that with Google AdWords for video, because it's quite separate from Google AdWords itself. Google AdWords for video, you can buy eyeballs, traffic, views to your YouTube videos. Very, very powerful to do that. Next is podcasting. This is really an up-and-comer. And again, it's both something that can be done for free, and you can also buy traffic to your podcasting platforms such as iTunes and many of the other top platforms. So it's kind of a dual purpose. You can do it for free. You can also buy traffic to it, very similar to the YouTube concept. And finally, Craigslist. I don't really suggest doing any free ads on Craigslist, because when you do a free ad on Craigslist, you can't actually place a live hyperlink inside of your advertisement. And what I'm implying there is it's very useful to be able to do a paid ad on Craigslist and be able to have a live link where the viewer can actually click and come on over to your website, your application form, whatever the case may be. But there's definitely a lot of traffic on Craigslist. Even in the business opportunity market, you need to put a little bit of spin on your Craigslist advertising, in the sense that the biggest amount of traffic on Craigslist is not really in the big business opportunity section, it's in the help wanted section. So sometimes it's possible, if you're in a business opportunity, to convert the person from a help wanted ad over to a business opportunity ad with the right ad copy, with the right message. Now let's look at the best online advertising plan that you could have starting out online. Step 1, of course, is to place the ad. But you've got to remember, it's all about A/B/T. Always be testing. You have to constantly be testing your ad. And I highly suggest you master one of the top 6 platforms. They say that it's on average takes about 10,000 hours to master anything. You need to spend that much time before you ever give up. And in fact, if you master it, you won't be giving up, because any of those top 6 have massive amounts of traffic. You need to master one platform. Step 2, Create content. Of course, it kind of goes dual with step one. Step two has to be done at the same time. You've got to have valuable content. You really cannot be doing what's called push marketing. No push marketing. What that means is your content should not be a sales piece. Inside of your content, you can include your MWR or your most wanted response, and that can be typically an opt-in, getting someone's email address so you can continually to market to them, because people typically take 7 to 10 times to see something before they react and potentially buy or take action. Step 3, drive the sales. Your most wanted response typically is going to be an opt-in, like I said, or potentially an immediate offer, but typically it's the opt-in, because if someone doesn't take the immediate offer and you didn't get their email address, you can't continue to market to them as easily as you could if you received their email or what's called their opt-in on the front. And if you're just starting out, the fastest sales in anything you're doing will always come from offering a consultation. I've said this before, it's the concept of having a short conversation with someone, finding out what it is that they need, and offering your product or opportunity or whatever you're doing as the solution to their pain, assuming that they have some pain, but typically they do. That's why they're finding you. That's why they're reaching out. That's why they're coming to look on the internet and find a solution. So that's it. Follow that plan, and you'll be way far ahead of the game. You won't be getting your advertisements disabled or blocked. Having good quality content in between your ad source and your offer is a terrific way to go. And in the end, if you have a lot of content pieces that you're buying traffic to, you can turn them on and off. You can turn the ad on or pause it at will and drive as much traffic as you want to any given day, any given time. So that's it. Go master a traffic source and put this plan into action, and I know you'll have success in your online business. And if you don't yet have an online business, this is a terrific concept to get started and use moving forward. For more helpful videos related to starting a profitable business online, simply move your mouse down below the published on date of this video and click on the hyperlink. Come on over to my website and get access to all of my free training videos and finally get started in your own online successful business. Just remember, I'm here to help, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.